Hi guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and today we're going on the episode of F1 2012 Korea mode. Here we are in Singapore. Alright qualifying, 7th position wasn't great, it wasn't the best, but it really wasn't that disappointing for me because I knew I wasn't very good around Singapore, so I just tried to, keep it on the tarmac in qualifying and get a half decent position and then try and make up as many positions through turn 1 as possible. So being a little bit aggressive there, I think I might have squeezed Kimi Räikkönen a little bit out there, but we made our way from 7th to 5th, so that's a couple of extra points in the border we finish here. But trying to go around the outside of Button, he's leaving space, so we just go for the move, and also Grosjean's got a slow run off the corner, so we duck inside of Grosjean and get the position off him. Now, Fernando Alonso is the car in front of us, and we're just braking so much later than him, and we get the position there. Nice and cleanly done, but Lewis Hamilton's going to be a hard person to overtake here now. He's got about, 7/10 of a second gap there as we build up speed. I don't think I can really catch up to the back of Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be a bit of a shame, and, we put it down to the lean fuel mixture because we know that we can't catch him. So now we're just going to try and, hold up a train and hold up as many people as possible, but a bit sneaky over the curb, so I think I might have cut it a little bit, but hopefully it wasn't too much. Anyway, turning through the hairpin down the back straight. Can I catch up to Hamilton? I doubt it very much. Obviously I don't have any curves, so that would be really hard to catch up to the back of him. See, it's a 9/10 of a second gap, nearly a second. And only 6/10 to Alonso behind us makes me think that he's going to be right onto the back of us very soon here. Just every single corner, Hamilton just pulls out a little tiny bit, which means that he gets the extra time on us. And yeah, thanks for the great response on this series, guys, because I know we're like 14. Well, this will be the 14th episode of the series, and it's still getting a great response. And it makes me think about I might just go back to F1 completely next month. I'm not really too sure. I've just got two mindsets about what I really want to do. Formula 1 is the game I really love, and obviously Grid later this month as well. It just putting me in two mindsets about what I really want to do with my channel at the moment. But I'm going to get around to making sure that my channel does the right thing. I've done a lot of mistakes on my channel in the past about posting like NASCAR and all that sort of stuff, which nobody cares about on this channel. So that was always a mistake. And so yeah, I've got to try and find the market again. Obviously in the last couple of weeks my channel obviously might not have been doing as well as other people, but I still think it's been doing pretty well, so I'm very appreciative of it. And now ducking down the inside of Alonso, getting back to position, just squeezing him out over the curb, getting back second position. But Hamilton now is really pulling away. That's a good 2.5 seconds there, I'd say. But anyway, we're up to lap 7 now. This is our pit lap, and I'm not actually sure what happened to Hamilton here. He just seemed to drop back and somehow just ended up retiring, I think. So I wasn't really too sure what happened there. But I don't really know, to be honest. I think he might have hit the wall or something and might have had to come into the pits early. I don't really know, so I can't really comment on what happened to Hamilton. I can't remember off the top of my head. I recorded this about a month ago, so anyway, we're in the lead, which is good, but we're really sliding about these tyres. You saw a couple of corners back there are sliding about in braking zone here, just sliding about, just cutting onto the apex, making sure Grosjean can't get there, because obviously Grosjean, I think, is the one man now, or maybe Räikkönen if he wins that both the next races, that can defeat me in the championship. And turning through the right hander there, building up some speed. But on these tyres, I'm really losing a lot of time, so I wouldn't be surprised if people undercutted me here. If they pitted the lap before and got the position off of me, I wouldn't really be surprised if that happened. Just because I seem to have failed quite a bit there. But so we're just going to try and get it to the pit lane smoothly here, try and not lock up the tyres or spin it off the corners, because that's very easy to do. And just trying to keep it on the track, even though there was a little bit of a corner cut in the game. Amazingly, Ashley said that was a corner cut. Most of the time you don't normally get corner cuts around Singapore for these sort of things, but coming into the pit lane, making sure I don't hit the wall, so easy to do that. There's the Red Bull team. We're going to go into the pit box there, change all 4 tyres, obviously no front wing change or anything. We'll probably be able to get out in this gap between the Ferrari and the car behind us. I think that's a McLaren maybe, or was that Vern? I don't really know. Actually, I think it was Vern. Can we get past anyone, or are we going to lose any time? Who knows? There's a Marussia team out there. It seems to be a pretty good little stop pit for us here. Not really much, much action behind. Masters got ahead of Grosjean. And there's Kimi Räikkönen coming into the shot. He's obviously got a bit of pace through that stop pitting 1 lap early. His tyres will be a bit older on the end, but hopefully we might be able to hold him off for a couple of laps. Webber, it's about mid-pack at the moment, so sadly it looks like we're going to have minimal points for Red Bull here today in terms of Webbers. But anyway, here comes Raikkonen. He's got the tyres on him. Can he get past this down into this turn? Don't think he can, but just about keeping the position. Very lucky there. Now braking down. This is one of the toughest corners on the track, and I'm running wide. Got on the marbles, and Kimi Raikkonen takes the lead. Now going on to a couple of laps later, and once again I run wide. Raikkonen's disappeared in the distance. I've got a huge group of cars behind us using curves to try and defend from Grosjean, but that doesn't happen. In fact, he sweeps across on us slightly there, and then trying to outbrake him. We do outbrake him, but I just don't want to turn into the corner and knock him off, so we maybe even lose a position to Massa. No, we don't think Massa just ran himself into the wall there, but looks like Grosjean and Raikkonen will be doing well in this race. Some good points for Lotus in the constructors, and once again Mark Webber isn't there to help me out. Right, now going down the back straight here, Grosjean is just so much faster. That Lotus car in career mode is by far the fastest car, and maybe we've been there, I might have even got more points this season. I might have been able to win most of the races. But anyway, there's Massa going through on the inside, braking late, trying to get on the inside, but he just cuts across in time. Massa gets the position off me there for third place, so it looks like it's me off the podium for sure. But look at this, Schumacher's right behind us, and then another car right behind him, then a little gap. There's probably about 2 seconds there, but I'm sure because I'm so slow they'll probably catch up to the back of me, and that's the thing. I don't really know why I was so slow here in Singapore. I mean, I really wasn't that bad. I mean, oops, a little bit of corner cut there. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but when I get angry, when stuff like this happens, when two cars overtake me that I think were probably a bit slower than me in reality. Well, actually, sorry, you know, Grosjean's faster, but I think Massa in reality is probably quite a bit slower on this game. It's just a bit annoying to me, and then I'm starting making mistakes, which is really annoying. And you can sort of see the frustrations getting to me here. Obviously, cutting the corner there, trying to gain as much time as possible. You know, obviously, just trying to turn into the corner perfectly, but just turned in too early and cut the corner. I never intentionally cut corners, unlike some people. So, you know, I just try and keep it clean and make sure that I don't cut corners and ram into people and all that. But I realise sometimes I do accidentally crash into people. But anyway, going through turn 1 here on the final lap, I got a little bit wide and got a bit of the marbles on my tyres. And now Ricciardo, what an amazing race by him. He's moved up into 5th position. I don't know what's happened to Schumacher. Maybe he didn't pit. Maybe he started on the prime tyres. I wasn't really paying much attention. But here's Ricciardo. Can he take 5th position on the final lap of the race? He's got the DRS. He's going down the outside. He's going to outbrake us here. Both braking. He's got a 1/10 of a second gap there going through the first sector. And I'm just so slow here in Singapore. I can't really believe it. Trying to go around the outside, that's never going to work. We're in the faster fuel mixture, so we can maybe make something of this race. Schumacher's right there, so that was my mistake. Maybe Schumacher had just really not made the best strategy call and having to end up doing a lot of laps on these tyres. Now putting it into the standard normal fuel mixture after our fuel has dropped to optimal. But we're trying to just build up an advantage onto the back of Ricciardo and maybe get down into position here. We're going to put the car down on the inside. Just about did it before Ricciardo turned in. Now we're going to put in the fast fuel mixture down the straight to try and get the advantage. We're not using any curves, surprisingly. Looking back at this, I should have used a lot of curves there just to make sure. And then once again, running wide over the curb. Just once again, frustration that Toro Rosso is keeping up with me. And, yeah, running into the wall there. The frustration is getting to me. I've got the chance of a World Championship, and I'm screwing it up here in Singapore. As Kimi Raikkonen wins the race. We've got quite a few corners to go. We've just not had the pace. We're going to finish like 25 seconds behind Raikkonen in the end here. The tyres have gone off. I don't know what my driving is like here, but it is pretty horrific. But I'm fighting for a championship once again. Sliding. Ricciardo's going to have the outside move on us. Going through the last turn. He's got the position. He's got 4th position, Ricciardo. He's come across the line. We're going to end up 5th, so losing the position at the final corner. But it was an entertaining race there at the end. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. But can we win the championship in Japan? It's highly unlikely, but we're going to try our best because Japan is one of my least favourite tracks on the calendar in this game. I'm really pretty bad at it. They're ending up 24.6 seconds behind Kimi Raikkonen, but that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been Alex, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.